I opened my eyes in a new body, and my phone buzzed with a text. Are you dead yet? If not, show up and apologize. If Sarah forgives you, maybe I won't dump you. I yanked the system into view and demanded an explanation. It's simple, it said. The previous owner of this body finished the male lead's 100 demands and returned to her world to save her lover. So, I placed you here instead. I groaned and grabbed my head. I asked you to find me a man, not a total jerk. Relax. I never said you had to be with a male lead. There are plenty of attractive men here. Plus, the last owner left tens of millions untouched. I brought you here to live it up. Tens of millions? Suddenly, my mood skyrocketed. Another message popped up. VIP room in 30 minutes. Fix your attitude. Don't be stubborn. I smashed the reply. Account owner deceased. Hacked the account. Blocked. Ghosts replying to me now? Stop messing around. I don't have patience for this. Technically, I wasn't lying. If the system hadn't dropped me in, this body would have been dead. I'd seen this story before. The male lead's 100 demands were cruel and ridiculous. Kneeling in rain at midnight, donating organs, all the classic abused heroine nonsense. No thanks. Besides, I'm rich now. Really rich. System, check my balance. How many millions exactly? 80 million, it said, unfazed. Want to start spending? I almost threw my pillow in excitement. Of course I want to spend it. Money isn't meant to sit in an account. Find me the priciest, most luxurious club in the city with the hottest male models. I want 8. All at once. After a lifetime of being broke, finally, it's my turn to be the sugar mama. I styled myself with an icy, glamorous look, slipped into a striking red dress, and twirled in the mirror. Perfect curves, perfect body. Just like me. Satisfied, I was about to leave when my phone rang. No ID. Chloe, it's been 30 minutes. Where are you? His voice dripped with impatience. Just because you're my girlfriend doesn't mean you can slack off. Remember how to apologize. Gross. It was him. I grinned. Buddy, your girlfriend's dead. I'm a ghost in her body. So no, I'm not coming. Don't contact me again. Bye. I hung up, blocked the number, flipped my hair, and slid into my heels. Platinum Club, here I come. The club manager's eyes nearly popped when I requested the most lavish VIP suite and the top male models. He rushed to show me to the suite and promised the best would arrive shortly. I couldn't stop grinning. This is what living looked like. Before I even made it to the suite, someone stopped me. Yo, isn't that Chloe? I thought you weren't coming, yet here you are, rolling over like a dog, one guy mocked. Liam, your girl's here. I assessed them, basic outfits, basic faces, NPC energy. A crowd spilled from the next room. Someone clapped. I won. Told you she's trained like Liam's pet. Throws a tantrum but comes back obediently. 10 grand. Pay up. Another guy groaned but transferred the money. From the center, a couple emerged, clearly the alpha pair. You finally show up? Thought you were dead, the man sneered. I summoned the system. Who are these people? Liam? Yes, it said. And the woman must be Sarah. I smiled. Treat me as dead. Pretend you see a ghost. I turned to enter my suite, but Liam grabbed my arm. Not apologizing, he asked. Why should I? You knew Sarah's allergic to mangoes and ordered them. She nearly went to the hospital. I laughed. She ate them knowing she was allergic? Is she brain dead? Awkward silence. Then a sob. Liam, don't make it hard for Chloe. I ate the wrong thing by mistake. Let it go. Perfect. See that? Mistake. Stop forcing apologies. I shrugged off Liam's hand. Everyone's expressions were priceless. Sarah pointed at herself. Did you just call me a pick-me girl? Yep. Don't take it personally. Your face looks green, problem? Chloe, stop. Liam roared. If you didn't come to apologize, why are you here? To beg me not to dump you? I crossed my arms, smirking. Wrong place. Wrong reason. This is a club, not your pity party. Just then, the manager arrived with a parade of flamboyant male models. Ms. Fong, here are the guys. Satisfied. I scanned them, eyes lighting up. Bring them all in. I ushered them into the suite, ordered fine wine, and watched Liam's crew stand dumbfounded, staring at me like I was a ghost. I was just about to step inside the suite when someone grabbed my wrist again. Seriously? Twice in a row? Liam's jaw was tight. Chloe, you actually came here to pick up men? I rolled my eyes so hard I nearly saw the back of my skull. What I do has nothing to do with you. I already said I'm not your girlfriend. Go cater to your fragile porcelain doll and leave me alone. He held on tight, so I went straight for the nuclear option. I lifted my heel and slammed the stiletto right onto his shoe with full force. No hesitation. His face went the shade of boiled cabbage as he jerked back, clearly swallowing a scream. Fine, Chloe. Fine, he hissed. Don't come running back later. Let's go. He stormed off with his entourage, though most of them looked like they wanted to stay for the live drama. I gave them a sloppy middle finger and strutted into my suite. Inside, paradise awaited. The male models were immaculate, every shade, every height, all carved like expensive chocolate. Each one called me sister with sugary smiles. I celebrated by opening 6 bottles of champagne and spent a solid hour appreciating 8 packs, like an art curator. Then I grabbed a mic and began singing at full volume. And even though I butchered every note, the boys cheered as if they were front row at a concert. People walking past popped their heads in from time to time. Obviously, they were drawn in by natural star power. At one point, I climbed onto the shoulders of the tallest guy and belted out another line. Right as I hit a high note, the door exploded inward with a loud bang. At the same moment, the 7 guys surrounding me triggered their party poppers, showering the doorway with petals and confetti. The group standing outside froze mid-inhale. Liam's expression twisted.
Chloe, get down. Ugh.
This dog again. I tapped the boy holding me up, so he gently lowered me. What now? Are you following me like a certified haunting? Liam didn't bother talking. He just reached out to drag me away. Come back with me. Hey, hands off. Boys, guard mode. My 8 golden soldiers instantly closed ranks and pulled me behind them like loyal bodyguards. Proof that money really can buy temporary devotion. From behind Liam, his friends whispered. Is Chloe losing her mind? She's pushing him too far. Maybe she thinks acting crazy will make him chase her more. Liam's voice was low and furious. If your goal tonight was to provoke me, congratulations. Come out here. I blinked at him. Why would I leave? I paid for this suite. Unless you magically became hotter than them or grew more abs, you are not my priority, thanks. The veins on his forehead pulsed. Aren't you scared I'll break up with you for real?
Wait.
We weren't broken up already? Oh, thank goodness. Yes, please. Break up.
Right now.
I am begging you. Just erase me from your life. Glorious stranger. Sarah slithered closer, clutching his arm. Liam, don't be mad. Chloe's just acting out because she's your girlfriend. She has the right to be dramatic. She's attached to you. Pick me energy radiating hard. Liam's fists tightened. I must have spoiled you senseless. If you don't come out right now, don't follow me again. I cupped my hands and yelled toward his face. Break up already. I said it clearly. End it. Chloe, you will regret this. Whoever regrets is a dog. His face went purple, green, then purple again like a malfunctioning traffic light. Finally, he kicked the door so hard the frame rattled, shot me one last murderous look, and stomped off. Time thief. He wasted 10 minutes of my good night. I shrugged off the incident and went right back to partying until midnight. When the fun was over, I staggered out to call a driver. Before I could even lift my phone to the screen, I slammed straight into a firm chest. My phone flew from my grip, clattering to the floor and cracking. I stared at the shattered screen. Then I looked up and froze. Heaven help me. I had bumped into a divine creature. He was unfairly handsome. Unreasonably handsome. One look, and I was mentally picking out private schools for future children. Why didn't the manager bring this masterpiece to my suite earlier? He was clearly top shelf. Decision made. I was buying out his whole career. I would keep him in a golden condo and admire him daily. I melted against him, tapping his chest with a lazy finger. You troublemaker. You broke my phone. Now I can't call a ride. So you're taking me home. He didn't move. I squinted up at him again. Backlit by the hallway lights, his expression was unreadable. Acting shy.
Cute.
Probably new on the job. I tugged at his tie, reaching up in an attempt to tease his chin, but his hand shot out and caught mine midair. You're harassing me, he murmured. I clicked my tongue. This is not harassment. This is very affectionate flirting. Then in one swift move, I plucked the brooch off his jacket and held it hostage with a sweet smile. Drive me home, and I'll give this back, handsome. He stared at me for a long, quiet moment, then gave a small, deep laugh that sent a shiver down my spine.
Deal.
I really overestimated my stamina. In my imagination, I drag the handsome guy home, test every surface in the house, try every position known to humankind, maybe even invent a few before sunrise. Reality? I knocked out in the car like a dead battery. Pathetic. When I finally woke the next morning with a throbbing head, I found the beautiful stranger sitting on the couch across from my bed, fully dressed, legs casually crossed, studying me as if I were a suspicious experiment. I peeked under the covers. Still dressed.
Great.
Zero action. Was he malfunctioning or what? Handsome but incapable. Tragic. Well, medicine these days can fix plenty of things. I smiled gently at him. Sweetheart, don't take it to heart. Need me to book you a doctor? His expression was an interesting blend of amusement and disbelief. Do you even know who I am? Oh, don't be embarrassed. Working in nightlife isn't shameful. I can afford you. I'll buy the contract out and handle the medical bills. All you need to do is be my adorable little pet. Also, what do I call you? He raised a brow. Caleb.
Nice.
Even his name sounds kissable. Perfect. From today on, you're my personal wildcat. He let out a lazy smirk that nearly took my soul with it. Then he reclined back and said, Funny. I heard Ms. Fong already has a boyfriend. Absolutely not.
Lies.
Slander. Fake news. I declared instantly. I'm single, totally single. No one is going to accuse you of being the third party. Right then someone started pounding on the door like they wanted to break it down.
Fast.
Urgent. Maybe breakfast delivery? I hopped out of bed, brushing a hand across Caleb's thigh as I passed, telling him to sit tight and behave. But as soon as I opened the door, my mood evaporated. Liam was leaning on the wall, looking like he'd just rolled out of a drama script. Done being mad, he asked calmly, If you're over it, unblock me. I stared at him like he was speaking dolphin. Why are you here again? We agreed, whoever regrets it is a dog. He stood straighter, looked at me with helpless indulgence and said, Woof. Happy. I know you were just trying to get a rise out of me yesterday. And fine. I'll drop the whole Sarah situation. Let's leave it behind us. But there better not be a next time. As for that breakup talk, forget it. You adore me too much to survive a breakup. I can't let that happen. Come on. Unblock me. Don't act out. He reached out to pat my head like I was a toddler. I smacked his hand away and dragged both hands through my hair in pure frustration, swearing mentally, like someone twice my age. Bro, you have a dozen women lining up for you. Why obsess over me? To you, Chloe is disposable. So, let's just pretend you don't know me. I really don't want to interact with you anymore. So exhausting. His expression tightened for a second before he smoothed it out again. He chuckled. Still mad. Look at you. I used to ask you for a small favor, and you'd run off happily. You even stood in the rain forever just to get cake for Sarah. But now you explode when I tell you to apologize. All right, that's enough. He cut off mid-sentence. His expression darkened. Chloe, who is he? I turned. Caleb had stepped out quietly, one hand in his pocket, face calm as ever. Didn't I tell you to wait inside? Why are you out here? I asked. Caleb tipped his chin at Liam. You said you were single. Care to explain who this is? I laughed awkwardly and tried to push Caleb back toward the bedroom. Random person. Don't know him. He's irrelevant. Go wait, I'll handle this. My arm was yanked back harshly. Liam looked like an overboiled kettle. Don't know me? Chloe, I said I wanted a lucky amulet from the mountain temple, and you climbed thousands of stairs to get it. I said I wanted bamboo wontons, and you woke the shop owner at 4 a.m. I told you to kneel and wipe Sarah's shoes, and you obeyed, without blinking. You were willing to die for me. And now in front of some stranger you claim you don't know me? I originally viewed him as a background character, but that speech genuinely made my stomach turn. How can someone treat another person's sacrifices as trophies he gets to flaunt?
Disgusting.
I dropped my joking tone and told Caleb firmly to wait in the room, then stepped outside and closed the door behind me. Let's talk. Maybe my sudden seriousness startled him, because he actually let go, though his stare stayed sharp. Who is that man? Why is he in your house? Don't you owe me an explanation? All right, here's one. I leaned against the door, meeting his eyes directly. You ever heard of body swapping? Or souls crossing worlds? I paused, then continued calmly. I'm not your Chloe. I came from somewhere else and ended up in her body. The original girl isn't here anymore. And frankly, this world wasn't where she belonged to begin with. She went back. To you, she's gone. Her soul dissolved. She doesn't exist anymore. Get it? Liam froze, then burst out laughing. To cover up cheating, you really found the dumbest excuse. Do you even hear yourself? How does that make sense? It doesn't, but it's still true. Who said transmigration needed logic? If you're going to lie, at least make it believable. Do you think life is a novel? His voice climbed sharply. I rubbed my ear.
Calm down.
I'm just telling you the truth. Don't you notice how different I am? You said old Chloe obeyed everything you said. But look at me now. Since yesterday, have I treated you with anything but disgust? Can't you tell the difference between an act and real contempt? His expression froze little by little. And here's another fact. Chloe, the original one, didn't love you. You think she worshipped you, thought you were her world. But that was all for her mission. She never had feelings for you. Her devotion was just completing tasks. No matter how humiliating or painful, none of it mattered, because when she finished the 100 tasks you demanded, the man she truly loved in her own world would wake up, and she could return to live her life with him. And you? You were a background character. A dream. A nameless passerby. Who cares which strangers show up in a dream? Liam said nothing. He studied my face, searching for tells, trying to catch some inconsistency. But gradually, his confidence cracked. This is absurd. I don't believe a word of it. You're making this up for that guy. What did he feed you? What illusion are you under? He kept questioning, but his voice no longer sounded stable. Every sentence I threw at him chipped away at him. Fine, you don't believe me. So answer this. You insist Chloe loved you deeply. Tell me, did she ever once say she loved you? Not once. Liam's pupils shrank instantly. The system briefed me on Chloe Fong's tragic history. Orphaned early, avoided by relatives like she had the plague. Nobody wanted her. She grew up in an orphanage, relying on the support of one boy. When they finally promised to dedicate their lives to each other, a car accident took him. The system said that when its colleague found Chloe, she was completely blank, poised to jump into a river to follow him. When she discovered she could enter another world to bring him back, she lost her mind with joy. Tasks? Life-for-life exchanges? She agreed instantly. So for those ridiculous demands from Liam, midnight wonton runs, kneeling to clean shoes, enduring mockery as his devoted simp, none of it fazed her. She endured every humiliation because it brought her closer to the day her true love would awaken. Liam blinked dumbly, unable to process. Any thoughts? I asked. She was shy, not expressive, he muttered.
Fine.
Let me ask you this. Did Chloe ever touch you voluntarily? Silence. Physical desire is about seeking closeness, wanting to share every laugh, every meal, every touch. Did she ever ask for hand-holding, hugs, kisses? Check your chat history. Beyond responding to your ridiculous demands, did she ever actually share her life with you? I'd seen the logs. She hadn't even said good morning or good night. Liam's face went pale. He swiped through his phone frantically, panic slowly creeping in. Impossible. I don't believe it. She must have loved me. I scoffed. She agreed to be your girlfriend. A nod fulfills a task. That's all. And notice how you refer to her as she. Not me? Your subconscious already knows the truth. You're just too stubborn to admit it. Now use the time you would have spent stalking me to grieve for the Chloe who never loved you. Liam's face finally cracked, his panic evident, as I closed the door, leaving him dazed. I leaned against the door, exhaling slowly. No use wasting energy on a manipulative ex. Time to focus on real treasures. I smoothed my hair, flashed my best smile, and walked back into the suite. Caleb lounged on the sofa, elbows on his knees, studying me. Done, he asked. Completely. That's history. He's irrelevant. You're the one I care about. Good. Now about being my little wildcat. Forget the Platinum Club. I'll give you a monthly allowance. I held up 10 fingers. 10,000. Fair. Caleb let out a faint laugh, one that made me wonder if it was too low. I can negotiate, I offered. Not too outrageous. I should be able to handle it. He leaned forward slightly, voice calm. I heard the Hua family heir had a diehard fan willing to risk everything for him. Today, that story doesn't match what I see. I blinked, stunned. Caleb's lips twitched. Miss Fong, next time you bring a man home, make sure you know who he is. Otherwise, you might be inviting a tiger instead of a wildcat. With that cryptic advice, he stood, adjusted his cuffs, nodded politely, and left. I didn't react until the door clicked shut.
System.
Show me everything on Caleb. Less than a minute later, a complete dossier appeared. CEO of Goo Group, City A. Why is he here in City B and at the Platinum Club? He opened a branch here. He owns the club too. System. Why didn't you mention this yesterday? You didn't ask. I paused, then asked. Single? Yes. No childhood sweetheart?
No.
Family arranged betrothal?
No.
You're free to pursue him. But hooking him will be challenging. Challenging? I glanced at the brooch I'd taken from him. Smiled. I like a good challenge. There's nothing I can't get if I want it. I scoped out the Goo Group branch, engineering chance encounters like a pro. Coffee at the exact time he arrived. Pretending to pass by the main gate. We bumped into each other several times. Yet Caleb remained calm, polite, utterly unromantic. He smiled and walked off before I could squeak. What a coincidence. Frustration built. So I decided retail therapy would ease my resentment. Heels on, I conquered every luxury store I could find. Bag in left hand, new dress in right, humming as I strutted out of the mall. Passing a nearby apartment building, I spotted chaos. A little girl, 4 or 5, clinging to a second-story railing, feet dangling. People panicked around her. Time slowed. I dropped my shopping bags and leapt, catching the child effortlessly with a system strength boost. The crowd erupted. Miss, are you okay? You saved her. I smiled, brushing it off. The family rushed forward, grateful beyond words. Second story falls? Piece of cake. As I started to leave, I noticed Caleb standing nearby, brow slightly furrowed. Your arm all right? He asked, the first time in weeks he initiated a conversation. I flexed it.
Fine.
Sore from impact, but nothing broken. He glanced at my bags, crushed underfoot. They need compensation, I said, pointing. Caleb stooped, gathering them. I can buy you new ones.
Perfect.
My courage had paid off. No need. How about you add me on WeChat instead? Half-lidded eyes met my brilliant smile. He took out his phone. Step 1 toward making him my little wildcat complete. Once I added Caleb on WeChat, I went full throttle. Morning greetings? Never missed. Every detail of my day? Shared, yes, even the number of rice grains I ate. At night, a sweet, high-pitched goodnight voice note closed out my messages. Caleb? Aloof as ever. 1 reply for every 10 messages if I was lucky. TSK. Hard to get, huh?
Fine.
I had the ultimate wifey strategy. Every couple of days, I'd buy steaming hot porridge from a famous spot, put it in my thermos, and send it to his front desk. Accompanied by a text. Spent 3 hours cooking this myself. Eat well, even if work's hectic. He always said not to bother, yet somehow the front desk always delivered. Pretender. After weeks of this, I decided to escalate. A proper ask-him-out mission. Perfect makeup, perfect outfit. I planned to accidentally bump into him downstairs. Except there he was with Liam on the sidewalk. Liam talking. Caleb indifferent. I froze. And then a small car suddenly lunged toward them. Caleb. Without a second thought, I dove, tackling him out of harm's way. We stumbled back, him barely keeping his balance. Are you okay? Are you okay? I scanned him head to toe. I'm fine. But wow, are you a bull? So much strength. This is Beauty Saves Hero. Be thankful you're alive. I quipped, glaring. I turned to the car. The driver had backed onto the road, now standing behind Liam. You ordered this? Are you insane? I demanded. Liam's face was ashen. You really aren't Chloe. Your Chloe wouldn't have chosen another man in a life-or-death moment. He clenched his jaw. You've been watching me and now. I'm just having fun. He snapped. Where did Chloe go? How do I find her? He tried grabbing me, but Caleb blocked him effortlessly. Mr. Whore, show some restraint. Liam's eyes were bloodshot. Tell me, where is Chloe? Before he could break past Caleb, a swift kick sent him flying. The driver rushed to help. Caleb's voice was ice. If Mr. Who has mental instability, I suggest a hospital visit. Endangering the public is unacceptable. He didn't even glance at Liam again, simply grabbed my wrist and pulled me away. Once safely out of danger, Caleb pulled me into the shade. Are you insane? Jumping like that? Always so reckless. Not afraid of getting hurt. I flexed my wrist, a little embarrassed. Reflexes kicked in. If you're in danger, I'd risk myself to save you. I could have dodged myself. No need for saving. But if you froze in fear, I can't let that happen. Caleb went quiet, eyes softening, a hint of helplessness in them. I stepped closer, chest just centimeters from his. Hey, I saved you. Don't you owe me something? He stared silently, head tilted, eyes half closed. My birthday's next Monday. Will you spend it with me? I inched closer. System piped in. So fake. So cringe. Shut up. No man resists a coquette. Caleb looked away, a faint grunt escaping.
Okay.
Next Monday night. Dinner. V sign to the system.
Victory.
After my beauty saves hero stunt, Caleb's demeanor softened noticeably. Now, he replied to messages promptly, offered fashion advice instantly, and wished me sweet dreams nightly. This is dating. I fussed over outfits and jewelry for our date like preparing for a royal event. System groaned. Are you running for president or just going on a date? Don't you get it? I twirled, skirt fluttering, diamond necklace sparkling. First date fashion leaves a lasting mark. My white moonlight aura will haunt him in dreams. System rolled its eyes. Watch Liam. He's going mad, reading transmigration novels, seeking witchcraft, trying to reach other worlds. Self-harming because he thinks Chloe protected him. I shrugged. Let him. I'm not scared. System muttered about my retirement plan in the last world. You wanted romance, now you get this mess. Me. I want the money. Yes. And Caleb. Yes. System blinked. I assumed Liam's interference would stop at morning old Chloe. I was wrong. At noon, heading out for new heels, a black bag covered my head. I was shoved into a car. 30 minutes later, the bag was ripped away. I was tied to a chair, wrists and ankles bound. Liam knelt in front of me, gaunt, obsessive. Chloe caught you. I won't let you go. I wanted to scream. Bro, I'm not Chloe. This body isn't her. Stop. He traced my cheek. I know. But this body, it's all I have. She will come back, he whispered.
Pervert mode activated.
Might as well enjoy the ride. I leaned back. Reminder. This is a shell. Chloe left, I entered. You're clinging to a ghost. He persisted. I'll apologize properly when she returns. She'll forgive me. I picked my nails. Really? You think she'd come back just to serve your demands, endure ridicule, and obey your every whim? System added. Liam enjoyed seeing Chloe suffer because it made him feel adored. Not love, control. Liam stiffened, but returned to his usual arrogant look. I've reflected. When she comes back, I'll make amends. I smirked. And what now? I won't hurt you, or this body. I'll just summon Chloe back. Oh, soul summoning. A group entered behind him. Leading them, a shaman in a bone mask, robes swirling, staff in hand.
Wow.
Haven't seen this kind of magic show in a while. I give you 3 hours. Return my wife, Liam commanded. You may do as you wish, but do not harm the body, he added, eyes cold. He left a few guards, then vanished, leaving the dim basement with only me, the Grand Wizard, a handful of guards, and a circle of flickering candles around my chair. The wizard approached cautiously, staff in one hand, copper bell in the other, muttering incantations and sprinkling a bowl of strange liquid at my feet. Half an hour in, I yawned, utterly bored. Dragged the system out to pass the time. This wizard is awful. Tourists' ghost shows are more impressive. Ancestor, they're exorcising you. Not a talent show. Go with the flow, I shrugged. Caleb's calling near your apartment. Skipping the date tonight. Ropes, remember? Can't exactly go. System frowned. You beat 10 men barehanded in the last world. Now you're passive? I smirked. Men need a reason to protect us. If we're too strong, they feel useless. I'll play vulnerable, make him anxious, make him come rescue me. And if he sees me tied up, exorcised in this basement, he'll fly into a rage. Protectiveness, guilt, everything bundled in. Mr. Goo will claim me as his. Guaranteed. System sighed. You really do overthink romance. Wait and see. I know men like the back of my hand. Another half-hour passed. Wizard chanting hypnotically, I dozed off. A bodyguard shook me awake. The wizard removed his bone mask, eyes wide in horror. What? What time is it? Thank God, not dead, he whispered, trembling. The door swung open. Liam entered, backlit, face furious. "How is it?" he demanded. The wizard stammered, kneeling, eyes wide. "Chloe?" Suppressing a grin, I smiled gently. "Liam?" His expression shifted from fear to joy. "Chloe, you came back?" I could no longer hold it, bursting into laughter, wide grin plastered across my face.
Nope.
"You really thought you could summon Chloe?" System muttered. "Bullying an honest man much?" I shrugged. "Men's hearts, System. I know them." Liam's jaw twitched. Rage simmered, but after a few breaths, he calmed. "Provoking me is pointless. You won't leave. Until Chloe returns, you stay here. I'll feed you, watch over you. Escape is impossible." I arched an eyebrow. "Not worried someone will call the police?" He scoffed. "Even if traced to the Hoare family? No one dares interfere. Chloe has no one. Her world revolves around me. Caleb? City A doesn't matter. This is City B." I smirked. "Really? He wouldn't fight for me?"
Boom.
The basement door exploded inward. 2 rows of imposing men stormed in, swiftly neutralizing the Hoare guards. Last to enter, backlit, Caleb. Liam's jaw dropped. Pinned and struggling, he barely processed what was happening. Seeing me tied, Caleb's eyes widened. I shook the chair violently, half joy, half despair, and cried out his name. Perfectly aesthetic tears falling. Caleb lunged, scooping me into his arms. "Don't cry. I'm here." Tears soaked his pristine suit, but he held me tight. System muttered. "Definitely scamming him." I grinned. "Told you I know men." He untied me, and I threw myself into him, shivering with faux terror. Liam roared, eyes red. "Goo, let her go. She's mine." Caleb's gaze was icy. "She is her own person, not anyone's accessory." Liam Hua, suspected of illegal imprisonment. Police are on their way. Liam froze. Caleb continued calmly. "Chief, he's under investigation for corruption. Think police won't matter?"
Silence.
Caleb lifted me princess style, ignoring Liam's shrieks. Legs numb from being tied too long. I whined, clutching him. "Noted," he murmured, carrying me steadily away. Liam screamed after us. "She's a monster. Not Chloe." Caleb didn't flinch. "I don't care. I like her, not her name." Back seat of Caleb's car, I wore his jacket, head resting on his shoulder.
Sorry.
Our first date ruined by me. He held my hand, interlacing fingers.
No.
My fault. I didn't protect you properly. "Liam won't appear again," I said, reassured. "Goof family reliability. Guaranteed. Her family, reputation shattered." I tilted my head. "Caleb, something I haven't told you. I'm not the old Chloe. I never liked Liam. I only like you. From first sight, System. When did you plan this?" "Shut up," I replied. Caleb traced a finger from my eye to my mouth. "Love at first sight, or lust?" I pouted. "You're perfect." Of course I fell. "No one wants a beggar like Liam," I added. He chuckled, eyes sparkling. I leaned in. "If I confess now, you'll say yes?" Light flickered across his face as the car moved. His gaze stayed fixed. "Thought it through?" "I'm possessive. Leave later, I won't let go." "Thought it through. Never leaving. Sticking to you." I pressed a soft kiss to his lips. Seconds later, he hugged me tight. A storm of heat and intensity pressed down. I melted into him, savoring it. System. "Driver right there, seriously?" "Just a kiss. Goof family drivers, no discretion." "Thanks," I whispered, eyes closed. "Brain broken?" "So mushy," System muttered. I smiled. "Thanks for sending me here to meet Caleb." Original Chloe returned to her world, saving her lover. I found my happy ending, securing Caleb forever. Liam? Karma's cruel,